Do you watch The Blacklist? Did you watch Season 9? Well, if you did, then you know what we're going to be talking about. Yes, we're talking about that moment that shocked all of us and all the other shows' news that you need to know. So sit back and let's jump right in. NBC's hit thrilling series The Blacklist returned with another heart-wrenching episode that ended up leaving all fans surprised and rather emotional. I know I was pretty emotional while watching it. Basically, after taking on their latest investigation, Raymond Reddington, James Spader, was forced to say goodbye to a dear character that we all know and love. In this season, we ended up seeing that Red had been up to in the aftermath of Liz Keene's murder. In episode 1, we met the show's newest character, Weecha Zhu and Mierce Zhu. In the 2-year time jump that happened, Red went into hiding and left Dembe Zuma, while finding Weecha and Mierce to look after his body and soul. On top of this, while falling out between Dembe and Red hasn't been looked at too much just yet, the two sisters were helping him hide out whilst taking care of him. After impressing with her gun skills, Weecha became Red's bodyguard. She chose to protect his body, which is pretty sweet if you think about it. Then we jumped to episode 4. We watched as the tense scene where she took out a room full of guards with her bare hands happened. I mean, did you see that? That was absolutely intense. I don't think I could have ever dreamed about being as cool as that. Then, Mierce chose to look after his soul, and it appears the two had gotten close. Spicy. In the episode titled Benjamin T. Okara, there were hints of a romantic relationship. Now that's pretty scandalous if you ask me. Then, Red was seen with his arm around Mierce, and by the end of the episode, the pair were in bed. Did you see that coming? I can't say I fully knew that it was gonna happen, but I definitely had my suspicions. Then, during the last episode, we saw the emotional goodbye scene where Mierce said her final goodbyes to Red. As a trusted person, she ended up helping Red a lot with his healing, while he also grieved for the loss of Liz, and their romantic relationship really put him on a new path. However, he wasn't able to go to the past just like that. He ended up tying up some loose ends from the night of Liz's death using Elias Van Dyke's phone. Afterward, he told Mierce everything. It ended up becoming pretty clear that he couldn't move on and focus on his healing journey, so she decided to leave. It was just so sad and emotional. I know I felt my heart breaking as I watched it. How did you feel? Well, fans ended up leaving very emotional reviews about the episode because they were upset that Mierce left for good. So many ended up going to Twitter and saying their confessions. Christine6 confessed, "Red and Mierce breaking my heart," while Wapete89 added, "I hate that Mierce is leaving Red, but she's great. Revenge is consuming him." Kiss My Freckle tweeted, "I'm pissed off that Mierce is gone. They better not take Weecha. At least let us keep one of them." However, Spaderisms_TLH was glad to see the back of her tweet and tweeted, "Red chose Liz over Mierce, and that makes me really emotional and happy." I can't blame them for being upset because it was a complete shock to everyone. I know that many of us are feeling emotional about that departure, but it just had to happen that way. It made for a great episode and storyline. Then the episode ended with the reveal of Van Dyke's responsibility of Liz's murder and claimed that it was because Dembe failed to protect the scene. This ended up proving that Dembe had done so. There was a chance Red could have stopped Van Dyke and potentially prevented Liz's murder. However, we won't be too hard on him because he does need to heal after all, and you can't just go around saying he could have changed anything when he couldn't have. What did you think about the episode? Did this departure surprise you as well? Did you see it coming? What do you think is going to happen next? Also, keep watching because we have more coming up for you about The Blacklist. Next, filming has returned. Alright, we know that filming has returned thanks to the huge clue from Amir Arasan, who plays Detective Aram Mojatabi. The Blacklist actor sent his fans into a frenzy after sharing the filming update on Instagram. I swear we get more updates from Instagram than from actual news outlets now. It's good to know that filming from the 10th season has begun, and that they're not wasting time. The last thing we want is for there to be a delay because there are always delays now. Anyways, Aram posted on his Instagram account with a picture of himself in a suit and said, "Back to work at NBC Blacklist 2022 #The Blacklist." This came as a shock because the show never actually confirmed that there was a 10th season. Obviously, the comments were a mix of compliments and excitement for the new season. We've got some of the comments here for you, and they read, Lewincian commented, "Can't wait, looking forward to seeing it here in the UK." LOL0401LOL added, "I'm in love, waiting for season 9. Can't wait to see you again, Aram," wrote EMAXs. While Imajabi shared, "Welcome back, Amir, always lovely seeing your smile." Even the Blacklist's own Instagram account commented, "Welcome back," which may have confirmed confirmed that season 10 is in production. It's always nice when you get that kind of reaction. Maybe you guys can leave that kind of reaction on this video. That way I know how he feels when he posts to Instagram. No? Maybe? Anyway, are you excited for this new season? What do you think is gonna happen? Do you have any speculations? Let us know. Now we look into how the Blacklist ratings are dropping. Yes, Blacklist is loved by millions, there's no doubt about that. The drama is explosive and always keeps us guessing, but the ratings haven't been going so well this month. After the 2-year time skip, fans were given an insight on what the other members of the task force were up to, which is great. It's always good for us to know what's going on. However, the latest installment left fans feeling pretty delicate after the departure. Also, the numbers just weren't there. The episode actually failed to get the same numbers as it once did. According to TV Line, episode 8 finished with a 0.4 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic and just over 3.4 million views. Those are not good numbers for a show. Also, these numbers may not look like a loss, but they come after the episode titled Between Sleep and Awake, which actually had the highest viewership of the series so far. That episode generated a 0.42 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic and had 3.527 million viewers. Do you see the difference between the two now? Also, episode 7 had a lot of engagement on social media following Agent Donald Ressler in the aftermath of Liz's death. Obviously, there could be many reasons why the episode didn't do very well. One of the reasons could be that the episode was focused around Red, and people didn't want that, even though he's the star of the show itself, whereas others can't stand to see Red without Liz and believe her departure has left a hole in the storyline. Other fans say that the main mystery about Red's identity has been going on for far too long. I understand that, but when it's all figured out, the show is probably going to end. So you have to decide which one you want more. Do you want the show to go on, or for Red's identity to be revealed? The viewer Trust Me Daddy tweeted, "I watched until season 4 and they still didn't tell us, so I simply stopped watching." Then you have Ayomi XX, who didn't seem to mind Red's identity, was still a major mystery since season 1 and tweeted, "I'm currently watching season 8 and we still don't know who Reddington is, but I don't think I'll ever get bored of the Blacklist. It's just amazing." Another reason why people might not be watching is because there wasn't a lot of promotion on social media. That's a big problem because many people rely on social media to know when something is coming back on TV. I mean, that's how I know Grey's Anatomy is returning, because I definitely don't know without it popping up on my feed. However, the Blacklist Instagram seems to be more interested in this recent episode because they're sharing a lot of videos and photos. Maybe that's them trying to work with social media a bit more? Either way, I think it's a good idea because it's really important for shows. Anyways, they're going to have to be careful because even though they're making a 10th season, they're not guaranteed an 11th, so they need to get that viewership going. Well, that's all from us today. What did you think about the departure? What do you think is going to happen in the next season? What do they need to change to get more views? Let us know down below.